Week 9 for the Stony Brook Seawolves meant a trip to New Hampshire to take on the top 5 ranked Wildcats. This showcase would feature one of the best in FCS against one of the best defenses in college football, and it would be an exciting one. Let's go to the highlights brought to you by Simplex Grinnell. We start on Stony Brook's first possession as junior QB Connor Bednarski got things rolling with a quick completion to freshman Donovan Washington. It would be the start of a big day for Washington, as well as senior running back Marcus Coker, who put together a couple of big runs, setting the tone for the game. From the UNH 11, Bednarski will find a favorite red zone target. Senior tight end Will tie for the score, a 7-0 Stony Brook lead. The strong defense forced a quick 3 and out, giving the ball back to Bednarski and Coker. And after just 5 plays, Bednarski will turn and hand off to sophomore Stacy Bedell, who will walk in for the score, a very hot start for the Seawolves. New Hampshire is a formidable foe, ranked 5th in the FCS coaches poll, and they would capitalize on a few plays to take over the scoring, really a few big plays. First, quarterback Andy Vallis would take a design run in for the score. And then the next drive, his play would break down and he would carry it in again for the touchdown. They would convert a 2-point attempt, giving the Wildcats a 15-14 lead with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Stony Brook battled tough all day, containing the Wildcats' offense for the majority of the game, with only a few big plays allowed. New Hampshire was top 20 in scoring and top 10 in yardage coming into the game, but the Seawolves defense frustrated them to a tune of 5 sacks, just 15 first downs, and a season-low 354 total yards. Junior defensive end Victor Ochi had himself a day he can be proud of. He was able to get to the quarterback all day no matter what they tried. His 4 sacks are a new career high, and his 8 tackles match the previous high. Despite the strong effort throughout the game, New Hampshire would find space for another singular big play. It wouldn't have to reach into their bag of tricks. Running back Nico Staridi would take the toss and fire it up to R.J. Harris for the 73-yard score, a 21-14 Wildcat lead. New Hampshire would threaten once again, driving to the Stony Brook 3-yard line. Andy Vallis drops back and lofts one for the corner, but sophomore Jaheim Woods battles for position and records an interception in the red zone for the second straight contest, keeping it at a 1-score game. Later in the fourth quarter, New Hampshire would find itself on the 27-yard line. The defense dug in its heels and forced the Wildcats to send on the kick team. Redshirt freshman Marvin Hart made sure his team would stay in it. As he fires through and blocks the field goal attempt, it would roll all the way into New Hampshire territory where Stony Brook would take over. 4 plays later, Bednarski will air it out to senior Adrian Coxon for the 31-yard score. A failed extra point attempt would leave the advantage in New Hampshire's favor, 21-20. 3 minutes to play in regulation, New Hampshire would stave off any hope for the Seawolves, as back Jimmy Owens will split the defense for 51 yards, a 28-20 lead, the final score of the game. Stony Brook took a strong team down to the wire and has plenty to take away from this game. Freshman Donovan Washington showed up as a reliable target, hauling in over 100 yards receiving, the most for a freshman receiver since 2009. His fellow wideout Adrian Coxon totaled 102 yards, just the 6th time in Stony Brook's D1 history that multiple receivers finished with 100+ yards. Connor Bednarski finished 22 of 41 for 227 yards and 2 TDs, and Marcus Coker put together 89 rush yards, his high for 2014. The Seawolves have a bye week coming up, their next game at home versus CAA opponent James Madison, Saturday, October 8th at 1 p.m.